This camera right here is from 1951. Such a beautiful camera. Oh my goodness. I should actually go to Dawn's. I should go to Dawn's photo and see if this camera still works. Okay, should I do this video with me wearing glasses or... I don't know. I feel like a nerd when I wear glasses. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so for this video, I'll be running you guys how I edit football photos. So of course, everyone has like their own style when it comes to editing football photos, you know, as well as capturing it. For me, I like to approach it in that, how can I explain this? In more of that like cinematic documentary style kind of way, if that makes sense. So we are here in Lightroom Classic and we'll be editing photos that I've taken a few days ago. For me, when shooting sports in general, I like to photograph the establishing shot, players doing the warm-up, the crowd itself, the coaching and staff, and of course, overall the action, right? So for the first photo we'll be editing is this player named Caleb. For this one, what I like to do when editing photos is I like to use the crop tool first just to frame up my photo. We're gonna do that. Let's put him in the center. We can put him in the center, or sometimes I like to go put him either in the right side or left side. But since he's facing on the left, I'll be putting a little bit. We can do right side too. Yeah, let's put him in the right side, but let's crop it in just a little bit more right there. Perfect. So for this, I have my own presets. I call them Feels Natural. Where is it? I just missed it. So for my presets, I have the original Feels Natural. I have the second one. This one has that blue tint in it. This is what I mainly use when it comes to nighttime photos. And the last one is the black and white. So for this one, we're gonna apply the Feels Natural. And once the preset is applied, of course, you can see all of this has been adjusted. Time to time, depending on the photo, I like to leave it the way it is, or I like to do some minor tweaks, right? So for this photo, what I'm gonna do is just bring this a little bit to the warmer side, because that day it was pretty sunny. So right about there, I should say, yeah. Let's bring up the shadows a little bit more, just by a bit. Bring down the blacks just a bit, but not crushing it. Let's bring down the texture just a bit too. And for the sky, let's just boost that up just by a bit. There you go. And yeah, so that's the before and after for the first photo. The second photo, it's this player just sitting down. So for this one, like I said, just crop it in first. Once you get the framing, that's when you can apply the preset. So for most of my photos that I do, the first photo I edited once, you know, I like the final, you know, touches and everything like that. What I like to do is that I just copy my adjustments and I just apply to, you know, the other photos. So the only thing that I'm not gonna apply is the crop. So we're gonna copy, go to the next photo and just paste it. There we go. So for this one, we're just gonna do some minor tweaks right here. Before and after. Okay. Next one. So this is the establishing shot. I could grab like a wider photo of it, but most of the players were on this side since they're warming up and everything, and the opponents were on the other side. So for this, when it comes to establishing shots, wherever the horizon is, so, you know, that, I like to just line it up on the bottom line. Using the rule of thirds really helps you when it comes to landscapes. Like, play with exposure here, find that sweet spot. There we go. This game was a pretty bright day, so we're gonna, you know, let's boost up the yellows just by a bit, as well as the blues a bit more. There you go. Of course, when it comes to warm-ups, you gotta capture the action as well. So for this one, this is actually one of my favorite shots I've captured during warm-up. Since this is a vertical shot, what I like to do, just crop this in a little more. There you go. Put the player in the center. what we can also do is we could actually include more of the player on the right side by, there you go, something like that. Yeah, we could either leave it like this, or we could just make this guy just the main attention and just put him on the center. So it really depends, but for this one we'll just leave it like that. So we're just gonna paste the preset that I applied, and first thing I like to do once I paste that preset or the adjustment I did on the previous photo, the first thing I do is definitely change up the exposure right here. Okay, so the next thing I like to do when it comes to photographing warm-ups, I like to also capture the players interacting with one another, right? So for this shot, we're gonna use the rule of thirds once again, bring our main subject into the left side. This is like a over the shoulder shot. Paste, and then just do our minor tweaks. So for the action photos, what I like to do is crop it in as much as you can, right? Get close into the action. So once again, use the crop tool and just get close in that action as much as I can. So right here, I think that's perfect. And then once again, I just paste my adjustments and do minor tweaks. When it comes to the action shots mainly, photograph in front of them, if that makes sense. What I mean by that is that photograph like their expression, photograph like basically just their front. The back is not that appealing. Well, it really depends on the photo. But for shooting sports generally, shooting in front of them is just like, I'd say it's the best type of sport photos you can get. Okay, I don't know how I got this photo, but I'm glad I did. It's sick, it's sharp, awesome. So for this type of photo, as you can see, there's a lot of negative space on the left side. So what I like to do is let's just turn this into a vertical. So we're gonna do it like this. There you go. Change our exposure right here. And for this one, you can see it is a little bit warmer, but we can definitely change that. Let's just bring this a little to the cooler side. Let's bring up the blues just a bit more, as well as the green. Let's just boost these colors just by that much. Bring up the whites just a bit, and there we go. Before and after. When it comes to shooting sports, other than the players, you gotta photograph the crowds. Their reaction, you know, time to time is priceless. It's amazing. Like, let's say someone getting dunked on, or like this player here getting, you know, an amazing catch. These crowds, these guys over here was going crazy. So once that happened, I took, oh my goodness, hold up. It's James, what the heck? I got lost track, what the heck? What we're gonna do is just saturate their skin just by a bit. So let's just copy this and paste it to the next photo. There it is. Sweet. This shot right here of this kid. Oh my goodness. So we got some more action shots here. We got, I believe this player's name is Sadiq. So for this type of photo, like I said, crop into that action. So we're gonna crop it in right about there. We are gonna bring this photo a little bit more to the warmer side because that day was it was a pretty sunny day, so we're gonna complement that. Just bring down the blacks a bit more, and why not just make the green a little bit more greener. I might, you know what, yeah, I might actually just increase the saturation of the grass more, just by a bit. Not too much to the point it looks unrealistic, but before and after. So once again, shooting sports, I like to capture the wide shot, right? It shows the players, it shows the field, it shows the audience, so cool. All right, next photo. Other than the players itself, like I said earlier, you gotta capture like the coach, the staff, etc. They're part of the team, so might as well get some photos of them too. There you go, perfect. As well as, let's grab the skin tone over here and just boost it up just by a bit. I'll bring down the luminance just by a tad. Of course, other than getting wide shots, get some individual shots of the players. So this is my buddy Matthew over here. You know what, let's just make him in the center like that. There we go. So for this one, just copy and paste it. There you go. Look at that. Like I said earlier, it really depends on the photos. Once you apply the preset or you paste it from a previous photo, it could look, you know, the way you actually want it to be. So for this one, I like it a lot. We are gonna just make his, just saturate a little bit of his skin, just to make it look healthier too. So once again, you can see there is a lot of negative space here, so we are gonna crop it in even more. But just to make them to be the center of attention right here, I am gonna turn this photo into a vertical photo, just to get rid of this guy. So 4x5, that's for Instagram. There we go, right there. Sweet. We're gonna paste the preset and just do some minor adjustments right here. You know, make it just a bit warmer. There we go. Let's boost the grass just a bit more, as well as the color of the Thunder's jersey. Man, I love that color. That's pretty much it. That's how I edit football photos. Once again, just to like review everything. So when it comes to the warm-up photos, I like to approach it in that cinematic documentary style when it comes to individuals, or in general, just the warm-up itself. Of course, get some action shots there as well. Get the coach, the staff, the team setting up. And if you are able to, go to the locker room, get some shots of them putting gear, the helmets, the gloves. That'll be a sick shot as well. Them coming out. Oh, no. But yeah, hey, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. I did this entire video wearing pajamas.